Hi, welcome to another edition of 20 Questions. I'm your host, Seth Griffith, with Steve Oleksy. First question, Steve, what is your middle name?
My middle name is Andrew.
Why do you wear your jersey number?
It's actually kind of a funny story. They gave me 5 when I came over here to Toronto, but it was a number I grew up wearing. Obviously from the Detroit area, Nicholas Lindstrom was one of my favorite players growing up. So haven't worn it in quite a few years, but it was nice to come back to that number.
That is a funny story. Rock, paper, scissors.
I would have to say I'd probably go scissors. You said you would go paper, so I think that makes my decision a lot easier.
You're such a liar. One guy you wouldn't want to fight.
I would have to say in recent age, I think Richard Clune would be one guy. Seeing his energy and the energy he brings and plays with, and the emotion he plays with, that's one guy that I really wouldn't want to fight.
What Mighty Ducks character relates to you the most?
I would have to say that Dean Portman would kind of be somebody that I would relate to. Kind of brings a physical aspect, a little bit of skill, and a lot of heart.
White tape or black tape, and why?
White tape. I changed probably about 5-6 years ago. I was going through a little bit of a slump, and one of my teammates at the time, Casey Cizikas, told me to change, and from that day on, I've used white tape.
Do you secretly know all the lyrics to a Disney song?
I would have to say maybe The Circle of Life by Elton John. That's.
Can you give us a little preview of that?
I can, but it would take 15 minutes to warm up the vocals, and I don't think we have that.
We got all day.
I don't think we got all day.
What is your go-to dance move?
I'd have to say just a little shimmy.
Let's see it. What Olympic sport would you medal in?
It would be bobsledding. I've watched Cool Runnings a number of times, so I feel like I'm pretty well prepared for a situation in case I'm thrown in that.
One concert you have to see still?
One concert I'd really like to see would be John Legend.
Who's most likely to take on a coaching role after they're done playing?
I could see Andrew Campbell. I think he, being a leader and stuff like that, I think he relates to the players very well.
What teammate would you like to be stranded on a desert island with?
I'd like to be stranded with a guy by the name of Kirby Reichel. He's pure entertainment to be around, and he loves to play cards.
What was your first car?
My first car was a '89 Astro minivan.
TU. If you could go on a date with a celebrity, who would it be?
I'd have to say Rachel McAdams.
Do you smile or go with a blue steel look in your headshots?
I usually try to go with a blue steel. I try to put on a front, a bad boy front, and give him the no smile. And I'm not going to be able to do that right now.
Do that real quick for us. Prettiest goal you've ever scored, where, when, and how?
I don't know if it's the prettiest goal, but I would have to say the most memorable goal would have to be my first NHL goal against the New York Rangers, 2013. It's one that I'll never forget, and I don't think I've ever really scored a pretty one, so I would just have to say that one.
I think you scored a pretty one against Syracuse this year. Top cheese. Questionable celebration, but it was a very nice goal.
When you do it twice a year, Seth, you don't really know what to do.
Well, thanks for joining us. Another edition of 20 Questions with Steve Oleksy. We'll see you next time.